am here all by myself without your favorite Christian to talk to you about something that I am so passionate about, but it was so hard for me to do as a new mother, and that is breastfeeding. I am here to tell you all about my highs and my lows of feeding this big baby boy that we have. Come with me and hear all about it. Have you heard from so many different mothers saying breastfeeding is so easy? Why are you not breastfeeding your child? Why are you making it so hard? It's not that bad. Well, let me tell you, it is so difficult. I thought it was easy too. I had my nipple cracked. My nipple bled. It bled, guys, so many times. And the tears of crying and crying and crying, it is not that easy. But you get through it, because I did. It's been 3 months so far, and I think we are doing well. Baby boy is able to latch on. It feels so much better. Now I have found nursing pad that works for me. It's thick layered. It comes in 14 pads, so I can use it for the entire week without worrying about I need to wash this, I need to wash that. It also comes with washable bags, so I can put the pads in the washable bag and then throw in the washing machine, so this way I don't lose it. These pads are from Kia Babies. We will leave a discount code below so you can go and purchase. You have 10% discount on their website. The link will be left below. I love it. I have them on right now. You cannot tell, so it doesn't leave that circle, the round thing around here. Trust me, I wear these to sleep and I don't have to worry about my nipple leaking, my breast milk leaking through my clothes or my pajamas. Trust me on it. Go get yours. Link below. Click on it and get our discount code for 10% off. Now, let's talk about breastfeeding and babies sleeping through the night. I've heard some mothers saying, oh, is your child sleeping through the night? My child slept for 12 hours straight at night. Come closer. Come closer. Tell me the secret. I'm listening. I can't hear you. That does not happen, okay? I am strictly breastfeeding. So baby boy wakes up, now he's sleeping 5 to 7 hours a night. And then once I feed him, he goes back to sleep. So it's not that easy for babies to sleep through the night when they are strictly being breastfed. In the beginning, it was every 2 hours. What I realized is that I pump and I give him the pump, the breast milk in the bottle at night. This way I was able to know how much he's getting, and I know that will help him to sleep through the night. But once I realized and I was able to feel my own body and understand how much breast milk I'm being produced, it's easier now. I can still breastfeed him and know if I breastfeed him on both breasts, he gets enough that he can sleep through. So for the past, I would say 2 weeks, I still breastfeed him on my breast. I don't use the breast milk in the bottle, but I breastfeed him on my breast and he's still able to sleep 5 to 7 hours a night. So that's pretty good. Leave a comment below if you think a child strictly breastfeeding sleep 5 to 7 hours a night, if that's a good thing. Breastfeeding was not easy for me. It was so hard. My nipple cracked. My nipple was bleeding. Is he hungry again? Now let's talk about nipple cracking, nipple bleeding. In the beginning, when baby boy did not know how to latch on. Oh, the pain. Did your nipple bled when you were breastfeeding when you first had your child? I know I'm not the only one. I've heard these stories. My nipple were so hard. It was so hard for me to even lay on my chest because my breast was hurting. I wanted to give up so many times. There were so many times I thought about, you know what, how hard it is for me to just go to the store and just grab myself some baby food, some formula, because who wants to struggle to feed your child? But you know what, I kept going. I said, you know what, I got this. I was counting the week. I was like, 1 week down, 5.5 months to go, because I said I want to breastfeed, strictly breastfeed for at least 5 to 6 months, and then I can introduce baby food with baby Kwame. So far, so good. It's working out. It was hard in the beginning. I cried many times from the pain of my breast hurting, the cracking of my nipples, the leakage going through my outfits when I'm walking around, and then people pointing to me like, Anastasia, I think you have some leakage. It's embarrassing. You have to go through all that. And then the sleepless night of crying and not knowing if you're feeding your child enough. Because at some point I wasn't sure if he was getting enough food, because some people were telling me their children were sleeping through the night because they were well fed. It made me believe, it made me feel like I wasn't feeding him enough. It made me feel like I wasn't producing milk enough. But come to find out, I was doing all right. So you'll be doing all right too. We did a video. We're going to leave the link below where we asked all our subscribers and our followers what they felt about breastfeeding in public. I shared my opinion, which is I don't see anything wrong with mothers breastfeeding in public. If your child needs to eat, they need to eat. In the beginning, before I started breastfeeding, when I was pregnant, I did say, you know what, I don't think it's that hard to just cover up. It is hard. It is hard to cover up when you are breastfeeding. It is so hard because it keeps falling off. Then you get to see the nipple. Then you say, I'm showing my breast in public. So sometimes I just don't cover up. I just say, you know what, I'll ask people around me if they are comfortable with me breastfeeding. I remember one time I went to see Christian to his church. I went to visit him with Kwame, and there were people around. I just, respectfully asked them if it's okay for me to breastfeed Kwame. Not one person said it was a problem. They were all like, oh, he got to eat, he got to eat. I tried to cover up. I put a cover on and it kept falling off. I was like, forget this, and I breastfed him. None of them had an issue with it. I know in America, here in the United States of America, some people are not comfortable with women breastfeeding in public. Other countries, it's not the case. Other countries, people breastfeed wherever they want, however they want, whether they cover up or they don't cover up. But here, there's this stigma about it, about not breastfeeding in public, and people are not comfortable. But for my situation, as a pastor's wife, I really don't see anything wrong with breastfeeding in public or outside. I know people are going to look at me weird because, oh, she's a pastor's wife and you get to see her breast and all that. But I don't see why people think that way. But I know it's going to be an issue and a stigma around that, Anastasia is showing her breast and she's supposed to be pastor's wife. Why is she showing her breast? I'm not walking around with my breast out. I am sitting there breastfeeding my child. If I post a picture, they're going to say it's supposed to be a bond between you and the child. Of course we know that. Of course, as a mother, we know that's what breastfeeding, most of the time, you bond with your child. But if you know that and he's hungry in public, why can I feed my child and bond with him at the same time? I also realized that breastfeeding is just not putting the child on your breast to breastfeed. It's not just about the child latching on well. What I also noticed is I have to be relaxed. That I did not know. I have to calm myself down, be more comfortable, whether I have the pillow with me, put my arm on a pillow so my arm is not hurting, make sure he's positioned right, and just sit there and relax. And I realized that once I relax, I actually feel like I'm having more breast milk coming out. It's like when you are eating. Don't you relax to eat? You sit down and then you make sure you have your water, you have whatever you have. Exactly how I do it when I'm breastfeeding Kwame. I relax myself in the couch or wherever I sit and just make sure I am very comfortable. Then I get him, and so we are both comfortable, and that way it's easier to bond. I'm not being distracted or anything like that. I remember when I was pregnant, I felt like my breast shrunk. It went smaller than it used to, and I remember saying, oh my goodness, I want to breastfeed so bad. I guess I won't be able to breastfeed because now I barely have breast anymore. I don't think I ever told people that my breast shrunk or any of that. So it's been 3 months. He's doing great. I'm doing great. He's feeling well. He's gaining a lot and lots of weight in a good way. I'm not overfeeding him or anything. My breast is fine. He latched on well. Leave a comment below. How have your experience of breastfeeding been? Did you have any support? Did you get any help? How did you do it? Talk about your experience about breastfeeding. How do you feel? Was it easy for you? Because I know it's easy for some people. Was it hard for you? It was so hard for me, at least for a couple of weeks. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and send this video to all your friends. Send it to all the new mothers out there who would like to get more information about breastfeeding. Just so you know, you are not alone. Don't be discouraged. It gets better. Oh, he's sleeping. Whew. I'm like talking about breastfeeding. I thought he was hungry.
This is baby boy. He's a very cute baby boy.